Well, it is a special night for this young man, the home debut of MP. You know he's ready to show this fan base what he can do. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg. Minutes, playoff rotations, these elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench to play in his first NBA game. There were some doubts and pushback as he maneuvered his way to the team that he wanted to be drafted by. But at the end of the day, MP said, I know I belong here. Now is my chance to show the world who I am. Guys?
Yeah, he's clearly bought in and ready to go. Thanks so much for that report.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to MP. Toppin sets a screen for Mobley. Banked in off the glass. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of rural Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been.
He tries for three, and that's good. MP for three. MP's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, ring another one up. MP not messing around from deep.
Pass to Joe. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He got into double digits for the quarter with... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Got Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Mobley. Then it's Walker. And it's Huff. And it's Zip. That's the five to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Mobley, the pass to Huff. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Huff's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Halliburton's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And they get it. And it's MP with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Beyond the arc. And another three for Indiana.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
A step-back shot here. It's rebounded by Indiana.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Back to Toppin. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Mobley's got 3 assists tonight.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Indiana leading by 15. MP inside. SGA defending. Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Indiana. Zubac is checked in for Siakam. Nesmith comes in for Toppin. And Shepard subbed in for Walker. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Holmgren. And it's Casey Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do.
Well, after making one in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
Mitchell sets the screen for Hartenstein. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For this chance of showing the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season.
Still to the third person in the stream.
And last year, their rim protection was unbelievable. Teams actually turned down shots in the lane.
1:02 left in the first half of basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mobley. Shepard, the pass to Halliburton. Hands it from downtown. Halliburton's got 13.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
SGA finds Hartenstein. Basket counts.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Zubac, a screen on SGA. And the dunk by Zubac.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Under trailing by 21. And there's SGA on the assist by Williams. 14 points for him.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The 3 from MP. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Williams. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from MGA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pacers lead by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint, and it's going to be hard to move them out of there, Shaq.
All right, guys, let's swing it. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the... Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career in the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists, and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA players.
Now, if we can do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there, reclining fully right next to you.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's SGA in at the point.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll having to incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks done everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Williams kicks to Holmgren. Williams has a screen for Holmgren. Looking to end the run, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Walker finds MP. Pass to Huff. Now Nembhard. No good on the triple. Now, here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. From past the arc, the shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. SGA's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Mobley. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Trying his luck from deep. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so it's Indiana rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mobley is out there with Nembhard. Then there's Brown. Then there's Jarace Walker. And it's Potter in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams finds Dort. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, Hunter, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Smart play by young MP. Saw his man, might have a better look, and he found him.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Back to Brown. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Holmgren with a screen on Nembhard. Here's Mitchell. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Walker the pass to MP. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And again, it's Indiana.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mitchell finds Joe. Over MP. Joe can't get it to go.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Pass to Potter. Back to Mobley. Three-pointer on the way. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Back to Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss. Indiana's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Indiana.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found...
found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Mobley dishes to Brown. Back to MP. It's Nembhard on the wing. Offered by Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And so here is Oklahoma City. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. Led by...
Our team could not be us without you. Thanks for attending tonight's contest, and we hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, it's not something I'm thinking about.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce.
What's up, Coach?
Nice to meet you, MP. Coach Ray Hopkins. Welcome to the...
For this young man, a lot of hard work and a winding road to get to this point. MP beginning his NBA journey here tonight. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. Diamante comes in for Bridges, and it's White in for Miller. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Tonight marks MP's NBA debut, and it's been a short but windy road for him. His basketball journey started in rural Vermont and then headed west for a stint in the WCBL High School Club League. From there, he played professionally in Europe before working his way to the bench of his NBA roster. He told me he still has a lot to prove to the world, and guys, the next stage of this journey begins tonight. Back to you.
Quite a story. Thanks for that report. On the floor for Brooklyn, Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Dimon out there with MP, and it's Claxton in at the center position, locking down the middle. Ball no good.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
A night of first here for MP. The rookie will be making his NBA debut here. It's been a journey from rural Vermont to reach this moment.
Yeah, MP has a pretty interesting backstory of how he started getting into basketball and improved his game. He's the kind of player who seemed like a dart throw when he made the roster, but you can see what the upside is with him. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Mobley.
Mm-hmm.